Hello, ever young family. Today we are reading the 7 chapters of marriage, chapter 4. Here it says, the perfect mistake. The perfect mistake. Joseph and Mary. Okay. He said, love can flourish in men and women who try not to make conflict the last word, but rather a new opportunity, an opportunity to seek help, an opportunity to question how we need to improve, an opportunity to discover the God who is with us and never abandon us. This is a great legacy that we can give to our children. A very good lesson. We make mistake, yes. We have problem, yes. But we know that that is not really what counts. We know that mistake, problems, and conflict are an opportunity to draw closer to others, to draw closer to God. In the union of two, there is always the likelihood of surprising in weeks and months. What is hidden becomes uncovered, what is unknown becomes known, and what is a deeply buried secretly what is in deeply buried secretly is one's behavior or character is sooner or later laid bare. Many set out of life with plans and vision, goals and objectives. We have the idea of a perfect life and we are convinced of doing what it takes to get there. Sometimes we have our own adult version of a fairy tale and we must about it. Interestingly, when men speak of the future, the gods laugh. This is because the outcome of certain action does not always correspond to the initial commitment or intentions. It is good to plan for tomorrow, but even the weather can hurt your plan. This was the story of Mary and Joseph. Now, in the 6th month, the angel Gabriel was sent by God to a city of Galilee named Nazareth, to a virgin betrothed to a man whose name was Joseph, in the house of David. The virgin's name was Mary. This happens in the 6th month. In today's world, it will be the month of June. Everything was set. Preparation had been made. All that was left was for Joseph to come and finish the marriage preparation which had begun and take Mary as his wife. Imagine the surprise when the man found out that the woman he had partially married was pregnant and he, Joseph, was not the one responsible. If it were today, it would have been the top of the news. People would have called the woman names. Joseph would have wondered what went wrong and what he did not do right. Question of founder. In modern Africa and some part of the world, when marriages have become so expensive, how would you feel if weeks to your wedding you realize that your wife-to-be was pregnant and you were not the one responsible? Secondly, how would you treat your woman or man and behave towards him or her in reference to the above? Third, will you tell the whole world that she has been an unfaithful woman? Fourth, will you preserve her dignity by letting the unfaithfulness stay between you two? That is the question we are here to answer. There are no guarantees for tomorrow, even for an individual. So when two people are coming together, the odds are likely to be many. The surprises are going to be enormous and the breathtaking and even nerve-wracking. Love, though a soft word and a gentle image, does not always promise us soft, gentle moments. Sometimes love offers us a pain heart and empty arms. We know love comfort, but not always love heals, but in its own time. Love book. Your wife could be barren after marriage by an accident or medical omission or commission. Your husband could be bedridden by an accident, and all that will be left of him. All that will be left of him will be physical presence without any action. You may practically have to do everything for him, including bathing him. How will you treat such a woman or a man in that state? Will you still respect him or her and maintain the dignity, or that is when you are going to unleash the other side of you? Only Mary knew why she made the decision to accept to mother a child not of her husband. She might have had a reason, but Joseph had to be the one going through the emotional drama and the consequences. Maybe if Joseph had asked Mary, she would have told him the whole story. But then again, how would a woman explain to a man that she is pregnant with the divine when this had actually not happened before? Perhaps Mary should have asked Joseph first before saying yes. But would Jesus really accept that as true, or just a fabrication and start calling Mary names? How long would it take Joseph to even understand what was happening? Grandpa speak. Two heads, they say, are better than one. Joseph had counsel from an angel, and that helped him look at the other side of the situation. That gave him an insight into what was happening. Sometimes, in the midst of confusion, rather than decide all alone as to what to do, seek counsel from an expert or ask for a second opinion. Ask what few people think. Allow someone to help you think at the other side of the story. Sometimes, when the obvious fact look you in the eyes and decision would be welcomed, take another look and a second opinion, either from the person or another who has knowledge in such matters. At the end, not every evil outcome from a good spouse had an evil intention in the first place. Sometimes the goodwill and intention of the partner produce bad results. For instance, on the first anniversary of their marriage, Mrs. Tuam decided to prepare a surprise party for the husband and his friend. With the help of her husband's closest friend, all arrangements were made for the surprise to be a reality. All things went according to a plan, and the husband was so happy and grateful. After about 4 hours of laughter and fun, the party was over and everyone had left for their homes. Soon after, Mr. Twain just collapsed and fell down, foaming from the mouth. He was rushed to the hospital, only to be pronounced dead. Autopsy report shows that it was food poison. The wife looked like a murderer in the eyes of the many, but what they didn't know was that the husband naturally reacts to certain foods when he forgets his medication. This was an issue from birth, and the wife knew about it. She didn't bother to ask if the husband had taken his medicine for the day, because her husband never forgets to take those pills. Out of joy or the surprise party, the husband forgot, and that led to his death. In a situation like this and other similar ones, patience must be exercised so that decision would not further complicate what has happened. When you are not the one in the shoe of the person who has made the mistake, often your patience level is not that high. In those moments, we easily shout, "Crucify him," without a blink of the eye, unknown to us, if we do not have the heart to listen and do not take up the trouble of getting the bottom of matters just to vindicate the one we love, we may end up making love look like a mistake. Standing afar from the vows of marriage, everyone has a perfect idea of how things should work. There is 100%